Hello, welcome back to London Beautiful Life. I'm Aliki.
And I'm Darius. And tonight we're at the 2023 National Social Media Awards at Porchester Hall.
How are you today?
I'm very well, very good, thank you. I'm the host tonight to the MSMA. I'm looking forward to it with Mr. Daniel Johnson.
Okay, I bet you're excited. You a bit nervous?
To be honest, my arse is flapping. I'm not gonna lie, I am. I've done a few hosting stuff before, but you know, this is a different ball game. You know, this is proper hardcore.
Obviously, you just said you're shooting 2 films. Can you tell us a bit about that, or any other projects?
I can't tell you the names, but I can tell you one of them. I haven't worked for about 4 years. I've been doing a lot of humanitarian work, as everybody knows, and then through management pressure and people that like what I do, I said, right, I'm going to go back to work. I signed on to 2 films. One's very much like Leon, and I play like the Jean Reno character. And this other film that we've signed to, I'm so freaking excited about it. It's not even funny. I mean, it's like a dream come true for me. If I could say Suicide Squad meets Grand Theft Auto, right? And it's
full of action.
Oh no, but I was talking to the wardrobe costume. We're not allowed to say wardrobe anymore. So costume, and we created this crazy. I'm still playing a villain, but if I tell you, he wears fur coats and leather trousers, and he's got his hair braided, and he's just so fucking cool, man, because everything I do, people like to have me GQ and, you know, suave, and it's difficult for some time. I mean, even with the first one I'm doing, they're 2 very different movies, and the first one I'm doing, they're saying, we're trying to dress you down, and it's difficult to dress me down for some reason, to try and maybe look like an average sort of man, and then everyone wants Tamer to be Mr. GQ, but this one is just way out there. You talk about buckle boots, you know, I want a rack and hair braided and long fur coats, and I'm sort of in training for it, because it's all action, it's all fighting, it's all action. I'm not going to say too much, but when you get to the end of the movie, everyone's going to go, what the Really?
It's the best one,
and you know what? It's great because Chi, the director, he just said, I just want men. I want big, older, crazy characters in this film. And I was really overwhelmed by that, because a lot of the industry are dealing with young and good-looking talent, and which is great because everyone deserves a chance. But for someone to come in and predominantly it should be, you know, Lucian Levenskamp, who's my baby, and fucking Luca Pasqualino, but it isn't. He's gone for older, harder, stronger men that have got presence. And
it sounds like you've got like a bit of fire about.
Oh, I'm so I've got it back. You're right. Well, thanks for noticing, because I lost my love and passion for it for a little while, because you get caught up in this humanitarian world, and I went the 4th day to Turkey, Syria earthquake, and what I see was devastating. So I just want to dedicate my life to helping people, but I'm excited about coming back for this one. And it's a kiddie movie, so I'm going to leave that with you. It's a kiddie movie with us in it. Just wait for the end. And even the way it's shot, there's not a camera, an old school camera. It's not shot the traditional way. They've created these GoPros, and us as actors got to look down the lens instead of away from it. So it's a big challenge. It's something that I'm really happy to come back with. 2 films that are going to be released next year. One's a very quiet ex-soldier that's an assassin that seeks revenge on what he did. He's doing a lot, like the Jean Reno character Leon. And then this other one is just this mad, crazy caricature.
So you got 2 whole.
Yeah, 2 totally different, which I'm really excited about. So that's what.
Have you got any other projects coming up?
I'm going to be releasing some music soon. Yes, I'm currently in the midst with Showcase PR, creating some music. We're going to release an album, just trying to figure out the vibe.
What sort of genre are you going for?
Well, you have to wait and see for that one.
Who are you excited to see tonight the most?
Oh, that's a really tricky one, because like I said, I've actually been nominated for Best Beauty Influencer, so I'm excited to meet all the other nominees as well. But as I said, it's quite new to me, so I was looking through everyone. I was like, oh my goodness, who's that? Where's that? I'm literally just like people watching galore. So yeah, I'm really excited for everything. As I said, I've never been to one of these before, so I'm just like, yeah.
So obviously you work on This Morning, and you've just told us strictly you do makeup on there. Have you got any other projects coming up?
Oh, I've got lots of things coming up at the moment. moment, like towards the end of Christmas, Strictly takes over quite a lot. We've got Halloween next week, which is very exciting. No, this week, very exciting. Halloween for the makeup room is always chaotic. But no, for this morning, I've actually doing something on the Halloween Fright Night. So I actually got to go to Universal and I got to dress up and scare people in their horror houses, which was amazing.
So can you tell us what it was like on I Kissed a Boy?
Dramatic.
Oh, there's always gossip. I mean, put 16 gays in a masseria, there's always going to be some drama and gossip. But the show was amazing. It was needed. It's the first ever, like, in history for the UK, so that's like so special in itself. And yeah, I was so proud to be part of it.
If you could go back in time, would you change anything that you did on the show?
I didn't know what to be honest with you. Do you want to go?
Maybe the options of who you couple up with. I would like probably change that a little bit, or change the intensity of things too. But apart from that, I mean, we went in there. I think we did a great job for the community, and yeah,
we opened ourselves
up.
Like,
we did.
We were vulnerable. We were emotional. We showed every single bit of emotion you could possibly imagine in a human being.
Were you nervous when you first went in? Was it?
Absolutely crapping ourselves.
I will say, walking it up to that first kiss right at the beginning with literally no one you don't know at all.
Wild.
It's like the most terrifying thing because you've got like 20 people all watching you at the same time. And you're just like, what if I don't like this person? What if I get the second you walk up? It's like, what? But it was brilliant. I won't change.
And being, let's use the term bombshell as well. It's like you don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who's going to be there. Are they going to be your type or not? And then when you get there, you see everybody. You're like, okay. Like,
I remember when he walked in. Yeah. He walked in later on, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" I was like, "He was confident and stuff like that." So.
I hugged him straight away. I was like, "Oh my god, let's
go." And we're
go.
best friends to this day.
You're obviously in the villa. If you went back, would you change anything?
I mean, I didn't think this question would come in. I think like because I didn't watch it that much. I wasn't like mentally planned for like how Love Island works. I just walked in, went, I'll couple with this girl. I'm sorted for 8 weeks, and then other people started coming in, and I wasn't ready for it. So I think if I was to go back, probably educate myself on how Love Island works, and I'd probably have a smoother ride, I guess. So
obviously the new Love Island format is out. What do you think of that?
The games. I'm looking forward to it. It's coming out 1st of November, I think. I'm looking forward to watch it.
And would you go on it if you got asked to go on it?
I think to be honest with you, I think if I came out single, there would have potentially been a chance of me going on it. But I don't know, because Scott went on it and he didn't go home. He's only just come home after a couple of weeks. I wouldn't be able to do that. At that point, I'd not been home since like middle of May to start of August. So I need to get home, see my dog, see my family, see my friends. And then if they sent me straight out to Fiji, I'd not be able to cope. I'd be like, nah, I need to reset. So yeah, hats off to Scott for like doing the whole thing, because that takes some courage.
What about your fellow contestants? Have you kept in contact with many of them? You got good friendships?
We've got a group chat, and I speak to Zach every day. Like, Zach's my best mate in there. We're best mates on the outside. Talk to Sammy a lot. Talk to Ty on odd occasions. Locken. Yeah, so like I think the last remaining 8 guys, we've got a group chat of, and we all like speak and that. So yeah.
So tell us about the villa. What was it like being in there?
Yeah, it was a good experience. I was only in there for I think 7 days in total, so I had a laugh. It was a really good time with the boys. Obviously didn't find love in there, but it's all about, obviously, every day I was just chilling with the boys, having a right giggle. Yeah, an experience as well. We're obviously in a blessed position. Not many people get that. So
were you looking for love when you went in? Or
yeah. I was happy. I was happy with what I was doing before. Like, I was comfy. Obviously tried, didn't work out, but I'm back at work and stuff now. So like life hasn't really changed. Yeah, life hasn't really changed too much for me. Like,
who are you excited to see tonight?
I'm here to support Mitch, man. He's been nominated, so fingers crossed he gets that win. What's he been nominated for? Best reality TV star. So hopefully he gets that. That's what I'm here for.
Have you got any plans in the pipeline? Any exciting jobs? Any TV?
There's been a few offers. Not that we're going to say on camera, but there's been a few offers. Yeah, there's stuff going on at the minute. I think like a lot of us are involved in it, so we'll have to see what comes of it. But
if you could go back to any season of Love Island that's been, which one would you go back to?
I'd like to go back to when it first started, when there was just no restrictions.
Yeah.
Because obviously then everyone was just doing whatever the f they wanted, really. Obviously now it's a bit more like reserved. There's a lot of rules in there, whereas before it was just obviously like John Clark season.
So you're on the circle. Can you tell us a bit about that experience?
I was on the circle, yes. So absolutely wild experience. Decided to start a TikTok channel through lockdown. Somehow managed to blow up. Got contacted. It is the weirdest experience I've ever been in, because you are in an apartment on your own. You have no human contact with anyone, like genuinely nothing. It actually sent me a little bit mad. I'm not gonna lie. I was coming home and vocalising what I was doing, and my mum was like, "What are you? Who are you talking to?" And I was like, "I don't know." But great experience. I met some amazing people along the journey. Would I go back into that apartment again? No.
Obviously, you were on Big Brother.
Was?
Yeah. Can you tell us how do you think you'd fare if you were dropped in the house now, currently?
I think I'd cause great havoc. I think they need me in that house at the moment. They need a bit of life, don't they, really? I think they've done a really good job with the house. I think the house looks amazing. I think they spent a lot of money on it at ITV, and it's a lot better than our house. And I think the show itself's very glossy. I think what I've said in a lot of interviews over the last few weeks is to sustain the show for 6 weeks to run with those people in the house, they're going to have to put a lot of things out their sleeves. That's my honest opinion. I think they've got a good cast. I do think they've got a good cast. I think they should not have got rid of Farida. I think Farida should have stayed, because I think she caused a lot of drama. Well, she didn't really think about what she was saying. She just said it, didn't she?
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Tell me about your new single.
So my new single comes out on the 3rd of November. It's called Like I'm Rich. I feel like a lot of people here, this is no tea, no shade, but they're going to relate to it. So I'm very excited to sing it. And it's good to be back on stage. It's been a while, so yeah, it's nice to be.